Well, that could be trouble. We have a warship contact that is almost exactly to starboard. I have us completing this geometrically beautiful patrol grid or whatever. And do we have two? We have two. Which, to me, strongly implies the presence of two destroyers in kind of a hunter-killer kind of arrangement, but I could be wrong about that. So I wonder if I should just steer away. Let's start. Oh, I don't know. They may not hear us, especially if we go silent. Also, my men are yelling constantly. They have been since we took damage long ago. And I need them to stop. So maybe this will help. Right now my men are up here and I need them down here. And also on the topic of noise. My neighbor has blessed us all with the purchase of a goat. And you might hear some random goat bleating, not bleeding. That would be cause for concern. You might hear a goat in the background. So that's why. Okay. Well, they're not diverting towards us. I bet it's just destroyers, but let me take a listen. Just to make sure. They got awful close, too. Let me look at the map. You guys are sleeping on the job. They're like within 10 clicks. They're really close. You guys, you're supposed to be able to hear like 20 kilometers away. Maybe. I don't know if the American hydrophones were that good, but I don't know. Let's go back to the hydrophone station here. Ridiculous. Poorly done. I haven't named you after any of my viewers, but I'll just blame all of you people watching. How about that? That's two different types of ship, in case you couldn't tell. I don't know what to make of that. I guess I should go to periscope depth. I might even be able to see them since they're so close. Dickheads.
Yes, sir. Periscope depth.
Get on up. And they do look like they might technically be closing. Always be closing. Alright, let's take a look. What? What? No. You're lying. You're full of shit right now, game. What the hell is going on here? I guess... Okay, let's put the scope down, first of all. We know what that is. I guess it would stand to reason that they would have an arrangement like that with a destroyer and a escort carrier. I'm assuming that was an escort carrier, because it does not appear to have a tower, unless it's a aircraft carrier that met with an unfortunate accident. I'm just going to look through here quickly. This has an actual tower, so it's not that. Okay, so these are cruisers from here on out. Okay, so it's one of these two, which to me look completely identical. I don't know if you can see any difference other than one is darker than the other. I don't know how you can do that or figure out which is, if it's the dark one objectively, because we have no frame of reference. I mean, darker than what? Does it matter? Oh. Oh, it does. It matters a lot, actually. The reason it matters, let's put the scope down. is that this show-ho, which I joked about in my PTO2 Let's Play, it's a show-ho, not a working ho. Moving on, that joke barely works anyways. The mast here is 44 meters, and on this one it's 16 meters. What I'm assuming that means, I guess, is that the mast is measured from the height of this mast, and on this one it's just measured from the deck. Oh boy. Am I even in a position to attack these? Kind of, I guess. I don't really think so, though. They're moving pretty quickly, I imagine. My idiot hydrophone operator seemed to think so. Well, wait a minute. We know we have a destroyer ahead of it. We can possibly identify that, and then we can 315 it. Aha. Let me get another look at him. Is it a walkie-talkie? Can you carry it in the palm of your hand and chat with your friends? No. I'm going to look at it a little bit more closely. It's got actual reasonably sized guns as opposed to these little guys right here that are similar to our deck gun, basically. So it's not going to be one of those. Not one of those. Not one of those. Nope. Big old nope. It's got 2 stacks. That's got 3. That's got 1. 1. Well, wait. Nope. Doesn't have the right guns. It's not a mommy. Nope. And then nope again. Didn't we have that already? 2 moms. That's troublesome. Hang on, wait. No. I already looked at that one. Yep. Hey, wait a minute. What the hell am I supposed to do with this information? There's 3 escort carrier entries. He's putting up a lot of froth there. That stack isn't right. It's a Yugumo, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and just ID it like that. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna 315 him, and we got to do this pretty quick. Get the chronometer up. Oh, send that to the TDC, please. That was at about 38 degrees. Okay, so he's at 5, we'll call it 5,100. You may be saying to yourselves, what the fuck are you doing right now, sir? I don't really know. So let's see, we'll call that 5,100. Okay, and then we're going to draw. Are we still heading northeast? Good. Okay. And I forgot. Was that 40 degrees? Just 39, maybe. That's fine. I've done this before, in case you need a refresher, though. The way that this works is... And also... Well, okay. Let me explain how this works before I get too excited. The way that this works is... If you can find the range of your target, and if you note his direction, his bearing from your ship, you can then take another measure of that same information about 3 minutes and 15 seconds later, if you're using the metric system, to find his actual speed and direction of travel. You'll see what I mean about that here in a minute. I could have been a little Charlie cheater and decided to just use the squares on the map. That's no fun, though. That takes the sport out of it. And hey, you know what? If I'm going to do this... The nice thing about this method, too, is that you can move as much as you want while you're taking this reading. This is risky. Let's slow down. Oh, hi. Hello. What? Stop. That, dude. Okay. What the crap? We'll call that 16 degrees. And that's going to be 4550, I guess. See, again, I could just use that square, but that's not fair. At that point, you might as well just be... see, I mean, you can see that's not correct, that reading I got. But I'm going to go with it. That probably drives some of you guys nuts, but I don't care. Go from that line that we took the reading from, 16 degrees. And which circle is it? It's the inner circle. It's the band that did the Cops theme. Right? Anywho, check this out. Look at this amazing, look at the power of arithmetic here. We have 2 marks. Stop it. And watch this. Watch in amazement. He's going 21 knots. That's a problem. We cannot go 21 knots. We cannot pursue these targets. God damn it. Okay, so I guess that makes my decision very easy. What do I got loaded here? What are these? Oh. Good to know. Don't use these. These guys are probably not going to be within 5 clicks, so we're not going to do that. Meanwhile, not far away... Oh, man. You are actually fairly close. We could possibly get away with using those, but I'm not going to take the risk. We'll range them and see what it says, I suppose. How about I put this down while I click like a... I'm playing cookie clicker over here. And I don't know which one of these to pick. I have no idea. I'll just go with this one. That's not going to give me anything because I didn't plunk it into the TDC. Yeah, that's not going to do. His AOB, since he's on that line, should be about... We're a little bit behind him. And again, I'm trying to base that off of my line, so I don't want to cheat. We have his speed, so we don't actually have to do another reading. We'll put in 21 knots. And then we'll do another range reading real quick. Activate the position keeper. Turn off the goddamn contact influence. Have them going at low speed. Okay, good. We'll launch 3 at him. And do I want it to go to the left or the right? Let's have it go a little to the right. Just a little bit. That one's going to go, I guess, slightly left. I don't know why that one was so loud, but I don't really care. So let's get real deep. Now you're going to be like, what kind of funky angle is that? You might be saying, what kind of funky ankle is that if you're looking at my ankle. My ankle looks weird. But the reason it's doing that is probably because it's going to miss. But the reason is that since he's traveling along that line and he's going fairly quickly, has to take a pretty steep angle in order to even hit him. Alright. You can see him coming into the view to the right there. And boy, this is probably going to push the range to the absolute limit on these. Well, no, they have a range of about 9.5 clicks. So I don't know if that's altogether that unreasonable. Yeah, I think he's going slower than 21. Well, I had to take the shot. And again, this one doesn't even have the camo pattern to distinguish it from the other one, so I have no idea. So I probably got the range wrong then. Maybe. I don't know. That one is running ahead, it looks like, possibly. I don't know. He's moving so quickly that he's actually possibly getting himself into a position where he can be hit. I don't know. He's steering. He sees the torpedo, and he's flashing. So he knows. They knows. Ah, balls. Yeah, they're just gonna say, no thank you. It was a daylight shot. It was kind of a stupid decision. But I had to do it. If we had torpedoes that didn't put out a wake, it would be much, much easier. But, God, that could have hit if he didn't notice him. That wasn't that bad of a shot, honestly. You know what? I'm going to call it a moral victory. How about that? I also should have, honestly, predicted that he would see the torpedoes. And then, had one of them bear right.
Torpedo missed, sir.
Fudge. Well, hey, maybe they're going to be... Hang on a second, then. Hang on. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, wait. The carrier's going to just keep on going. That destroyer should loop. Oh, yes, he is. He's coming back. He's coming back to say hi. Are we running silent? Yes. Silent green. Spite of people. Yeah, he's just gonna keep sailing on. We have no chance of catching him. Damn it! He isn't detecting us. We're pretty deep, so we might be beyond the thermocline. I didn't hear the sonar operator amazingly figure that out. It's just this, I don't know how they figure that out. Does he stick his hand out a porthole or something like that? And it's like, oh, it's colder down here. It's ridiculous. He's doing a little loop. I don't think he's going to actually detect us. That escort carrier is long gone, though. That was a shitty shot, but I don't think it was that badly executed. I think it was just the circumstances were such that I wouldn't really have much of a way of... Why am I getting so close to him? Why am I not just going over here, maybe?
Yes, sir. New course. 90.
He's looping back to the formation, it looks like. But yeah, that was probably not a shot I should have taken, but... I don't know. We're out of harm's way, at least. No depth charges. Gonna erase these. And take that as a lesson learned for next time. How about that? How are we doing on battery power? Not bad. How are we doing on CO2? A little bit less than excellent. We're going to stay under for a little bit, let them get some distance. And then I'm going to continue patrolling. I don't think we'll run into them again. Actually, tell you what. We'll be team players.
Yes, sir.
Can I? No, I can't. No. Send a status report. Conduct combat anti-shipping operations near Truck Lagoon. I don't know why I asked for a new mission. It's probably not going to take me anywhere I need to. You're retarded. You're so stupid. Oh my. I was thinking more like here, not there. That is a stupid, stupid choice. People always want me to do port attacks in this game, and the reason I don't is because the game doesn't properly render the ports. So, I don't know, maybe I'll sail over there. Shit. A little bit depressed. Maybe we'll find another escort carrier to shoot at, and maybe I'll do it right this time. We're running low on torpedoes, too, so... Alright, well, anywho... Looks like after I finish my little dilly-dallying over here, I'm going to head over to Truck. Like, right next to it. I don't have to do this, but, you know, it might make for some fun misadventures. And that's what this Let's Play is all about.